everybody. Welcome to episode seven. Get to know as we continue talking about getting to know our officers and our leadership council. I am Director of Choirs Jameson McCafferty, and of course, the true leader behind everything, our Associate Director, Miss Anara Witcher. We're so glad to have you join us for another episode. They'll be coming out every day this week. So we're going to welcome our next officer, our Public Relations Officer, Abigail Bensman. Yay! Don't call her Abby. She gets mad about that.
Yep.
So we're so glad you're here to join us today. This is the person behind all the social media stuff. Don't think I have anything to do with any of this. I'm lucky that the screen is pointed the right direction. That's my way.
Yeah.
So, Abigail, we're just gonna rapid fire questions at you, and then you know most of the answers or most of the questions, so you've probably done your homework already.
Okay, nobody submitted questions.
Yeah, well.
I had to text Abby, Grace, and Cassie. I was like, can you please go respond to the story?
That's perfect.
Hey, it happens. But they're great questions. So we'll start with the first one. So how long have you been in choir, and what choirs are you in?
So I'm going on my 4th year in high school choir, Dragon Choir. But I've been in choir since 6th grade, and I am in Dragon Chorale and Showstoppers, and I'm the choreographer of Showstoppers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to say that one. But in addition to public relations, you do some choreographing stuff, making sure that they can move.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you choreograph a lot of things, not just movement of the show choirs.
So basically, you do all the things he doesn't want to do, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
100%. So this one's a loaded question. Do you have a choir nickname?
Okay.
How
Short
many?
Answer.
That's the better question.
Yes. For 2 reasons. 1, because I do really stupid things, and 2, because MCAV won't let me live it down. Which one should we start with?
You go for it.
Okay, we'll start with SATBA. This is a classic because, for any incoming freshmen that don't know, I didn't know what SATB stood for, and so, I figured that out very quickly. It stands for soprano, alto, tenor, bass. If you didn't know. And yeah, I figured that out really quickly, and I have not been able to live it down.
By quickly, you mean after your whole freshman year, going into your
End of sophomore year.
End of sophomore year. Yeah, you made it a whole year in a mixed choir without knowing what was up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He definitely told the story, and I think one of the other get-to-knows. Yeah. No, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Next one. I am often called Swole because I'm not really into the sports ball thing, and so I didn't have enough PE credits to graduate high school, and so I had to take personal fitness my junior year, and we had to do things like deadlifting and weightlifting and running. That man was crazy. And so I would come from personal fitness into the choir room, and I'd be like, guys, look how swole I got. So that's that one.
But overall, we just call her Bensman because that's just,
commonly referred to.
So our unofficial Dragon Choir president from Westwood, Anuka, asks, what is your stance on disc golf?
See, don't ever ask me to play it with you, but I think it's great for all the choir dude bros to get together and bond over something other than choir. Do I think it's dorky? Absolutely, but
hey, I'm just gonna move on. So this is a serious question. What is one piece of advice you would tell incoming freshmen?
Join choir and stay in choir.
I love it.
She's straight and to the point. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, don't ask seniors where to go in the hallways if you don't know where you're going, because they will point you in the opposite direction. I may or may not be speaking from personal experience, but
She is. She was late to things. Yeah.
very.
Yeah. Campus can get confusing, guys. It's a big one. Even for juniors and seniors, they get confused sometimes. Like I've seen people around go, wait, 940, where is that? And down around, find a door, it's there.
I was trying to make my way back from the front office today, and I somehow ended up in the band hall, and then I couldn't figure out how to get back to the choir room, and everything was dark, and I was late for the first meeting I had to be in, but I found it. I don't know how I did, but it happened.
Have you figured it out yet, Miss Witcher? Oh.
Hey, choir room is set up and ready to go whenever we get to have people. Band and orchestra, not so much. Band hall looks just like it did in March. So
very dark though. Lights are all out. I can tell you that.
Scary. So what do you plan to do after high school?
So I hope to go to a small liberal arts school to double major in theater and business, and I hope to be in choir wherever I end up. I am in the midst of applications right now, so
what's your top choice right now?
I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it.
Is it still your sweatshirt?
Yes.
Okay.
He knows, but
her top choice would be Southwestern.
Okay.
In Georgetown. She has a
Hey,
sweatshirt.
he said it. It's not jinxed.
It's not jinxed because I said it. You didn't say it, so you're good.
Completely safe.
She wears the sweatshirt. It more than anything. It's 100 degrees outside. I'm actually surprised she's not wearing it now.
Or officer shirt, which are so cute. I love that.
Yeah,
I know. Actually, this is last year's because I haven't gotten the new one yet.
Nice.
Abby still has hers. Yeah.
Yeah. Abby's been bugging me like, hey, when can I give you this?
It happens. Summer. Getting back to the groove of things. So
actually, we're still on spring break, but
oh yeah, it's the longest spring break in the history of man. So yeah, are there any other choices, that you've looked at that have caught your eye?
I'm also looking at Trinity, which I know has a good choral department.
Yes, they do.
I'm currently applying there right now, so we'll see what happens.
That's awesome. Small liberal arts. My wife went to a small liberal arts school, so she let Schreiner University in Kerrville, and she would tout the pluses of those schools as I went to the largest university in the world, so I could say the negatives of that. So, yeah. What's been your fondest memory from high school?
First thing that comes to mind would just be Tarzan, because that was just a great experience. But I also love after choir concerts or after any sort of performance, we always either go to Freddy's for choir and we stay there until they kick us out because they're closing, or we'll go to Kirby Lane and we'll stay there till 3 a.m. in the morning. I feel so bad for all the waiters. Don't worry, we tip them extra.
Well, Kirby Lane waiters, they're a special breed of waiters. So, yeah. They also like to go early in the morning before we do events, too. They'll show up at, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to go eat breakfast before we've gone to Renfest.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Have you not
been? I was not invited.
Yeah, those were always my favorite memories. Mine from high school is my senior year. We planned after we always had a dinner after every concert, and we went to Chuck E. Cheese after the spring concert one year, just because. And we rented the whole place out. It was just us, so we got to be in the ball pit and play the arcade games without having to kill little children. So that was my favorite one.
What about you, Miss Witcher?
Oh my goodness. Are we talking favorite high school memory or favorite just high? Okay. I have the same one as you. We used to go to Kirby Lane after band competitions, after football games, and we would stay until 2 or, yeah, I was in band. Yeah, so we would stay until 2 or 3 in the morning, and I am a loopy tired, so at a certain point I would just like break the threshold and start giggling, and that'd be it. They'd be like, okay, it's time to go home, because I would just be giggling. But it's just one of those things. We always went to the one downtown on like the original Kirby Lane.
The OG.
The OG on Kirby Lane. That's the best.
Oh, yes. It's the best one. And had lemon poppy seed pancakes, which were always my favorite.
Yum.
Apparently right now they have a pineapple upside down pancake.
I saw pictures of it.
That is really good, that you don't need syrup for. But we'll put you in a coma. I've seen the evidence of this. We'll put you in a coma approximately an hour later. The McNeil High School director, she went with her son on Saturday to have the pancakes, and then when we were in our region meeting, she was like, "Huh?" And we're like, "Stop eating the pancakes!" What? They were good.
They're just so big, and they give you so many.
There's so many. That's my routine order would be walk into Kirby Lane, go one. Not pancakes, pancake. And they look at me like, what? I'm like, one. That's not just one.
Sir, you need to take a seat.
I know, but they're queso. Come on.
Oh, Kirby quesos.
Oh, the queso's so good.
So good.
Come on. So good.
So what do you do outside of choir?
Well, normally I'm in rehearsals for some sort of production, play, musical. But currently I'm not, because
Don't exist.
Corona made theater temporarily illegal. So, but yeah, that's very time consuming in addition to choir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abigail is on in almost every production and is all over the stage. So we're very proud of her and all the theater department. What is your favorite concert and why?
Okay, well, this year it was MadFest, because if you don't know, MCAF likes to win.
Really?
And
You don't.
What?
How
Mind
crazy.
blown.
Hey, what?
No idea.
And so it was so fun to see MCAP just gloating the rest of the day. So MadFest for sure.
Yeah, MadFest was pretty fun. I'm still shocked we were good enough. Actually, I was just listening to that today. And still amazed at how good that performance was, but still can't believe we actually got a performance of distinction. It still doesn't feel real. So
say it one more time. So a performance of what?
Distinction. That's right. So what type of music do you listen to in the car or outside of choir music?
I want to sound really cool when I say this, but I'm just going to be honest. I really only listen to Broadway. I'll kind of
Platt, I'm just going to say, I'll put you out there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ben Platt enthusiast over here.
I mean,
but, right. I love him.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Wait, really?
Yes!
I found another one.
he's got the new album that he released. All of the songs are on my like everyday playlist. It's so
all
good.
the songs, I know, like from The Politician, he added it.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I have a playlist that's called "Sing to Me, Ben," instead of "Sing to Me Instead."
I love that.
So
I'm sitting over here, he's rolling his eyes.
Right.
No, he did something on one of those Disney family sing-alongs and I just rolled my eyes and almost was. And Maggie was like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just him singing and my kids. I'm just thinking about how crazy they would be going right now." And
Yep. But yeah, I'll typically like obsess over one musical for like, a month or so, and then I'll move on to the next one. So
I love it. What are you obsessing about now?
Quarantine's weird, but I was listening to 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee this morning, so I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have a like all-time favorite?
I don't know. I can't choose. I don't know. I hate when people ask me this question.
That's fair.
What about you?
Mine is A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. I've
yeah.
seen it very many times. It is my favorite. Cassie and I actually talked about it for like 15 minutes the other day, and McCass sat there and just, it was great.
He's sitting there like that right now.
I know.
Hey, when I was in middle school, I was on the academic pentathlon team because that's it. It was ACT, but with 5 events. And Super Quiz, the year they asked me to be on it was musical theater. So, like, you go to your classical musical theater stuff. I got your random knowledge. Well, I did. I'm old now, so it's all gone now. Yeah, I am a musical theater. I love musical theater in its place.
Little asterisks at the end, in its place, which is.
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite though. So, I've seen Lion King more than I've seen anything because, yeah, that was the big show. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's several. I mean, I'd love to be able to music direct Jesus Christ Superstar or one of the. I'd love to music direct if Hamilton would ever be available to the public. Just because from the music director standpoint and the quality of it, I think that would just be fun. Because I do find I don't like all the rehearsal during tech weeks, but running the pit is that's my favorite thing to do. Honestly, it's just a lot of fun.
When the rights come out, when you're like an old man and you're like down there.
Oh, they're never gonna come out. I have faith in that. They're never. They make too. Just like Lion King's never gonna be made available to like not junior because they make too much money. It's never. Wicked never gonna come out.
No, unfortunately.
Too much money.
Can you imagine though, like Wicked Junior?
Oh.
No.
I could just see really young kids screaming for good and just ruining their life for the rest.
Gravity, that last part, and they're just screaming.
Yeah, Christian Chenoweth and Idina Menzel would be ashamed.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's several. There were a couple that we had thrown out in our discussions that a musical theater director in the Dallas area that is one of my mentors, and she threw out a bunch of them, and so I'd been listening to like Carrie the musical. That one's a really cool show that I was like, the more I listened, I was like, I kind of want to direct this now.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So there's some out there that I'm like, ooh, I think I need to do this someday.
Yeah.
If you could meet one famous person, who would it be?
So we've already discussed Ben Platt. I guess I would say Sutton Foster or Laura Benanti. I just like legends,
Foster is a queen.
She's
right?
I love her.
I love her too.
And Ben Platt. Those are like my top 3. If I could see them like all in a room at once, I think I might pass out.
No, that's so fair.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. You know, I give you a hard time about Ben Platt, but you know, he's super talented. So
yeah.
But Sutton Foster, so Mary over like during the beginning part of quarantine had got obsessed with the ABC Family Bunheads show. The show Gone Too Soon, because that show was awesome. And so she's like, you're not going to want to watch this. And so I would be doing something else in the room, and then I would just have to sit down and watch it because it was hilarious, because she's so funny.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait, and it because I wasn't watching it and sitting down to watch it when it started. I was just sitting there going, wait, who is that? That's really good. And she goes, that's Sutton Foster. I go, yes, okay, thank you. Yeah, so no, yeah, she's awesome. Mary went to go see when she was in New York in high school. She went to go see Thoroughly Modern Millie when Sutton was there. Oh wait,
that's amazing.
They stood outside at TKTS to get tickets in like 30-degree weather and they get there, and that was her night off.
Oh
no!
Yeah, Thoroughly Modern Millie is Mary's favorite show. That's another one that I want to music direct really badly.
I love Thoroughly. Oh, that's so
absolutely
sad.
Favorite show, and they're like, we're going to go see it with Sutton Foster, and they waited outside. They got good seats. They sit down. Tonight,
that breaks my heart.
Millie will be played by blah 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 blah, and you're just like, mother. Yeah. So,
can you imagine how that like cover felt for her that night? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, not even
like a verbal like audience, like
When I was in high school, one of my best friends went to New York and saw a bandstand on Broadway, which at the time was one of my favorites. And so I have this video of Laura Osnes saying hello to me, and I
nice.
cried. Yes.
Wow.
That's like my big proud thing, is she said hi to me.
Very nice. Let's see. What makes you laugh the most, Abigail?
MCAF's dad jokes.
Oh, you want one now?
No. Don't do it. You know, it's so funny because everyone, like, I'm the only one laughing at his joke. You know, it's just me. And everyone's like, oh, she's only laughing at him because she laughs at everything. And not only is that insulting to me, but it's also insulting to MCAF.
But hey, you know what? The koala bear said to the person calling him a marsupial, why am I not a koala bear? I have all the qualifications.
I'm not gonna laugh.
Yeah, but you're laughing right there. Yeah, Maggie loved that one. She told me to tell it again while we're out playing disc golf today. Oh yeah. So what is your biggest pet peeve on the opposite end of that spectrum?
I don't want to say it because you're gonna do it more often.
No, I promise. I can't promise that.
Okay.
I will do my best not
to. Not that he ever does this, but if he knows, he's going to. So I don't like it when people use sports ball terminology for the arts. When people are like, hey, have you tried out yet? I'm like, yeah, I auditioned Tuesday. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I actually hate that too. When they try out, it's like, no, it's auditions. You go to practice? It's
rehearsal.
See, yeah, that's the thing is I do it on the opposite side though. Like my sister plays softball and I'm like, hey, how's rehearsals? And she's like, it's practice. So I can't really be my pet peeve, but it still is. So anyway.
I get that one 100% because it does. I mean, I use sports analogies to describe things in music, but when it's the terminology, no, this is a rehearsal. This is not a practice. Mm-hmm. Now, there are times when it becomes a practice. You know, when you're doing a choreography rehearsal and you just have to keep doing it. That's now just a practice because we've moved beyond rehearsal. Rehearsal, I think, should be garnering some sort of deeper meaning into what you're working on. And if it's just monotonous repetition, we've moved past rehearsal. We must just get it now. So let's just practice this and get it out of the way. I had that same one. Don't worry. I won't use it more.
Got
Maybe
it.
just
Good
because So what is your typical bedtime?
Yeah, I normally go to bed really early, like 10:30. But I will say, because of quarantine, my sleep schedule is whack. Like, is anyone else? Is that just me?
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
no,
bad.
Got it.
I take a dad nap on the couch around 10 o'clock, wake up around 11, watch another hour, and then go to sleep for real.
See, I take a toddler nap. So like around noon, 1 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go lay down because I'm 2. Mm-hmm.
I just never want to hear MCAP say dad nap again.
Oh, no. So I have a really good friend. The day Hamilton came out on Disney Plus, he was like, so wait, it comes out at 2 a.m.? So I could do my normal routine of dad napping on the couch with my drink. And then I wake up because I usually wakes up around 2. I could just turn on Hamilton and watch it and be like the first one to watch it. We're like, sure. Like, I'm in. Let's do it. So, yeah, dad nap is when you're watching TV and you just fall asleep. It's just that's how it goes. Let's see. What's your favorite thing about choir?
I don't want to sound cringy and cliche, but definitely like the family part of it. Yeah. It's such a family. It really is. And also, the lunches in the choir office are just the best. So that's my answer.
She eats the same thing every day, so
Yeah. I'm a woman of habit.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I like habits. So, what is your favorite childhood cartoon?
The Backyardigans, because they're like singing hippos and penguins, and it's just, I would watch it to this day. I mean, I haven't watched it to this day, but like it would probably be fine if I did.
I've never heard of that.
I love it.
So. Really? No one's heard of that?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Never. No, that's beyond my time.
Oh. Well, and SpongeBob. You know that one.
So Stephanie asked, what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask this question because everyone's gonna hate me. I've never watched Star Wars before.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, but
No, I don't know.
I'll just ask you random Star Wars things during rehearsal.
Nope. Hey, Yoda, I don't know.
Dr. Martin, he would do that all the time with me. He would at Texas State. He would just randomly go, "Hey, Jameson, what color is this?" And
that was for a completely different reason.
It was, but it was also to embarrass me really badly. So
what was the reason?
I can't say on the record here. In this.
We'll tell you later.
I'll tell you another time.
Send it on the group chat.
I mean, it's really funny. It's just not. Yeah, he would be mad at me.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told more stories about him on these that have been published. So if he ever finds them, we're both screwed.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
So are you a Friends or an Office person?
And there is the right answer.
You already know the answer to this.
Well, this is for.
Okay, I'm a Friends gal. I love Friends. My favorite conversations include Friends references. My favorite.
Well, that's good because that technically is the right answer.
It's the right answer.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with people who love The Office. It's just.
No, it's just Friends is better.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I equated it to, the Whataburger In-N-Out debate. I don't really like In-N-Out, but, some people, you can like both. They're different things.
Right.
But Whataburger is better.
Exactly.
So the last question that we have for you today comes from Miss Grantham. And she asks, are you ever tempted to become power hungry and possibly overthrow Moocaf? She's very specific, Moocaf.
Okay, so here's the thing. My first impression of this question. I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. But then the more I thought about this question.
Oh, she's actually thought about this. Okay.
Because I thought about this I was like, what? Okay. MCAF is not going anywhere. He's not leaving Round Rock over his dead body. He's staying where he is. End of story. We can't do anything about it, Cassie.
I want to say, yeah. I mean, I'm not playing on, this is my dream job. I said it many, many moons ago. So, yeah, come fight me. Come at me, bro. But yeah, Granny put that out there and I just went, seriously? What's wrong with you? He's like, what? I love you.
Oh, Granny. We miss you, Granny.
We do. Hey, she was on time to her professional development this morning at 7:30 a.m.
How did she get her hair done that quickly?
I have no idea. She texted me a question last night, and she's like, I just pray for that I'm going to make it to my stuff on time. And I went, do you need a wake-up call? She goes, probably. And so as I'm heading to the disc golf course, I was like, wakey, wakey. She's like, oh, I made it on time. Just on time. I need to be so much better about that. I was like, yes. But yeah. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are you on time to things, Miss Switcher?
Yes, I am habitually on time.
I got that vibe.
Yeah.
Well, we're so glad that you were able to come and join us and have this conversation with us today. We love you to death, Abigail, and it wouldn't be the same, and all of our PR stuff wouldn't be historian PR. Y'all all kind of do stuff together. So as a 4-year member and a member of Leadership Council, what's one thing that you want to make sure that everyone knows and sees that we do this year?
I would say that I'm so grateful, and I know that the program will stay this way, that everyone is so supportive and inclusive no matter what choir you're in. You know what I mean? And I know that it will stay that way, but I'm just so grateful that our department is the way that it is.
Yay. Well, make sure you you like and subscribe and tune into all of our episodes this week. And you got it on YouTube, IGTV, on Instagram, and of course our audio podcast will be on Podbean. Yeah, tune in and subscribe and keep watching. We're going to do these for as long as we can. So thanks for coming in, Abigail, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. How do I leave this thing?
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to